Friday the 13th on Xbox One. Now, this video will not be talking about the game in terms of graphically or glitches that it may have or anything of the sort. So mainly focused on accessibility for gamers with disabilities. There's just not a lot of videos out there talking about the options of a game and how accessible they are and everything else. So I want to kind of get into that and show you guys some gameplay, talk about it. First off, let's start with the settings. You got your standard audio and video settings, but the biggest thing I want to talk about, start off with, is the controller mappings. Now, this game does not have any way to modify the controllers in-game. However, if you're playing on PlayStation 4 or a PC, you have the options via the console to completely map out whatever. These are the controls for the counselor and for Jason. Get in much detail showing you the mapping. The best way to really show you guys how things operate is by actually playing a game. So we're going to go ahead and play a couple games, and I'll talk as we're playing so you guys get a better view and understanding of how I play. I'm not in any way, shape, or form speaking on behalf of every disabled gamer, because everyone is different. So the way I play will be completely different. Other gamers. This is just for the people that may have range of motion issues and kind of has to stick to one side of the controller like I do. Right side of the controller. I have my analog stick mapped out to the right analog stick to and whatnot, so it's around the buttons. Go ahead and I'll get a feel for it, and I'll discuss a few things. If I don't get the option to repair a car or whatnot, we'll discuss that as well. Okay. The game is starting. Pack a neck Lodge. Okay. And the game is starting, as you can see. Okay, we gotta wait for the lobby to load. Okay. Starting. Uh-oh. Okay, now the one thing I want to immediately start with is
find the others.
The game does not have legacy sticks. So now for those of you who don't know what legacy sticks are when you use the move analog stick, whether it be left or right, for you to go up, down, and with legacy sticks, it would turn the camera on the same analog stick as moving forward and backwards. This game does not have that, so it's harder for me to play this game, because like when I'm running around, in order to turn the camera, I have to take my chin off of the move joystick. So I can't move and turn at the same time. that is one thing that makes this game a little bit harder. I thankfully have gotten better at it. I've played it quite a bit, but that's something that I do wish they had was legacy sticks, so I could run and turn, be able to get away easier, and when I'm playing Jason, catch up to the council easier. But and I've had to do a lot of modifying my controls to play this game, which is fine. The Xbox allows me to do so. Like normally, your right trigger is what swings your weapon. I have mine set to A, and my A button is what climbs through a window and lets me fix a car. I can't find anything. Okay. Now, in order to throw my firecrackers, I have that set to the right bumper. My X button is the left trigger where you aim a gun. That way I can aim a gun and fire it. And well, I'm using the Elite controller, so I have the paddle on the back, which allows me to use it easier for my hands. The way I play, I have one hand that goes on the back of the controller, and I use my chin for every other button. And it allows me to hold down the button to do functions that I can't do with my chin singly. Like, for instance, I don't have a battery, but when you would normally come up here to fix the battery... Hold on. Oh boy. That's one thing you can't without legacy sticks. I have to stop running to turn the camera. So that part kind of makes things a little bit more difficult, but I have the left analog or the right analog stick. When you click it, I have it set. Oh. Okay, so we're dead on the first game. No. Okay, now normally I don't leave games, but for the accessibility review, I'm going to leave the game so I can immediately jump back into another game, or otherwise I got to wait here for about 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. Again, I don't normally quit the game, play them through to get my experience, but I don't want you guys to have to sit here and watch this video for 40 minutes just to talk about accessibility. But yeah, like when you have a battery or you have gasoline or the propeller, in order to fix things, you have to hold down the A button. Then you have to hit the left bumper or right bumper, and it prompts you in order to fix the whatever you're working on. And that's one thing that I do wish that wasn't, like, they didn't recommend you to. I wish it wasn't you had to hold down the button, because for a lot of gamers with disabilities, holding down a button is really hard to do, especially when you have to hold down a button and then hit multiple other buttons. It's really hard to do, and so I wish they had the ability to press the button and then it prompt it. No, but again, that's why we're reviewing this video. So, in case you're looking to purchase Friday, you're not sure about it. Hopefully, this video will help you deciding if you can play the game or not, because it is a very good game. It is a very good game. It is a lot of fun, but it just might be a little too hard for. Well, that's why we're here. Sorry for the delay. We gotta wait for the game to start, and we'll try to accomplish more on that one. I was trying to give you guys a heads up on things, etc. Hopefully, this game I'll be able to actually find a battery or a gasoline and work on it and show you. But if not, it's all good. For the most part, I would say the game is pretty accessible. For the most part, there's just, like I said, a few things that I wish were different that would make it so much easier, and can't complain. It's definitely not one of the harder games accessibility wise to play. There's a few of them that are pretty hard. Okay, let's see here. Well, we're getting into another match. Oh, it's Roy. Okay. Now, I will say, as far as accessibility-wise goes, it is easier to play as Jason accessibility-wise.
Oh God, what am I gonna do?
I did not have to modify the controls as much when playing as Jason as I did as a counselor. I might show you guys a game of Jason here after this. We're here. Oh, now. There you go. That's one of the things you got to hold down A, but it's not bad because you don't have to hold it down and press something else. You just hold it down for a brief second. That's not bad at all. Here you just tap A, and you can change A on Xbox to be whatever button you want it to be. So that'll make it easier. Most things in this game is tapping A. I will give them that. Most things is just tapping A. You don't have to really hold it down a whole lot. And then we'll lock the door. Eddie in the middle. Set a trap real quick. Actually, okay. Now, in order to set the trap, normally would press right trigger, which will set it down, which for me is A. And then you will hold down A for a brief second for him, to load the trap. Then the trap is set. Where'd Shetty go? And then we'll go ahead and leave here. And again, you just tap A to climb out. I don't know where Jason's at the moment. With a car. Let's see if we can run around and find something. Stuck on something. There we go. I didn't lock that door. Let's lock this thing. Hopefully Jason doesn't come and kill us. Well, they didn't lock anything, which is fine. We'll Lock it and see if they missed anything in here. Again, I have to stop moving in order to turn the camera so I can see. That, again, is something that I wish was different. But that's okay. Let's go back over here because I think we're borderlining the end of the map. If you want to bring up the options, hit start and it'll bring you here. If you hit select or the little Windows button, it'll bring you to the map. That will let you see where you're going if you have a map, and you can see who Jason's killed and whatnot. Thankfully, when you want to sprint, they did a great job, and they only made you click it. So whatever your left analog stick button is set to, click it or press it, you're good to go. They'll automatically, he or she, whatever character you're using, will automatically sprint. That helps out tremendously. We're out of stamina, so that's not good. We're out of stamina. And for me, if I press Y, I have a flashlight. Another thing I don't like is if you hold down, for me it's B, look behind you when you're running. But it's really hard for me to do because I can't hold it down and run very well. So I wish you didn't have to hold down that button in order to look behind you, but it's not the biggest problem. It's not the end of the world. It's an inconvenience. I already checked this house. House has already been looted. Or it looks like it's been. We'll get a map. Okay. Now we have a map, and they're hoarding everything in one house. So we need to... We need to try to get it over here and grab an item or so. I'm going to see if I can try to show you guys the car repair. So Jason is over there with them. Probably, my guess is they're by the car. Yep. They're by the car.
Is that a person?
That's a dead body. Gasoline's up here. Get to the boat. Boat is... Yes. I'm going to go towards the boat. I'm just showing them right now how to fix something, and they have Jason all at the car. Going the right way. Okay, we are. We're going to try to run down here and hope we make it. We're hoping. Jason at any time could come and get us. Run, LeChapper, run. Our stamina regenerate for a second. We're getting close. We're getting there. Okay, we're heading towards the boat. And we're going to show you guys what it's like to repair something. So see what I'm talking about when I say it's hard to hold down the button and then hit other buttons. I had to remap my bumpers. I had to remap the whole controller to play this. But you hold down this and it prompts this. Then you hit LB or RB. Now, this character is good at repairing. So it only took two really big areas, like you saw when I had to hit LB. His is two really big areas to fix something so it goes very quick. There are characters that are not smart in this game. And it takes like 10 or 11 separate checks to do it with very small bars, very small windows to succeed. So if you have a problem holding down a button and hitting another button really quick, it can be a real pain. That's something that you'll definitely want to take into consideration if you have range of motion issues or whatnot. Well, LFA. And in case I don't get to do it, driving the car and the boat can be a real problem because in order to drive, you have to hold down the right trigger. Now, in most games, that's not that hard, but for this game, it's really hard because I can't have A set to my back button so I can repair things. And in this game, I have right trigger set to A, so in order to hold down A with my chin and steer with the analog stick at the same time is very, very, very difficult. So I don't normally drive cars in this game. I normally let other people drive because otherwise we probably won't escape. And I don't have time. Jason is chasing me to immediately go to my options, change the controls to a driving format, and then drive us out of there before Jason will kill us. So that is one thing that's very difficult. Crap. Oh, why'd you do that? Tommy? Huh? Tommy, I need you to move, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and climb. We're just gonna go ahead and climb out the window. Oh, that was a good one. And as you see, you gotta mash A really quick when he grabs you to get away, so I don't. That might be harder for some people. Now, certain characters, their bar fills up quicker than others when they get grabbed, so that just varies on the different characters. We're gonna go ahead and quit again. Again, I don't normally leave, but for the sake of the video. And I am going to change my controls. Different sets, one for Jason, one for the counselor. So I will be back in just 1 second. I'm going to show you guys a a video for Jason. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to do a game as Jason. I'm going to play against bots right now. It's just easier than hoping I randomly get chosen as Jason. So we're going to go ahead and offline play. What we'll do. Now we'll show you gameplay with Jason. I didn't have to modify my controls near as much for Jason than I did a counselor because I don't feel there's as much to do in terms of control scheme. Okay, Camp Crystal Lake small. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, first things first. Got my right analog stick, which is my left analog stick, set to move.
Stop them.
And like the counselor, the other analog stick turns. I wish they had legacy sticks for that. It'd make it a lot easier to chase down counselors. Now, the one thing, at least for me, that makes this difficult is in order to throw a knife, pretty sure you gotta hold down the left trigger. No, you don't. Maybe it's LB. You gotta hold down one of the buttons and then press another button to throw the knife. I can't use the knives in this game, sadly. Now to use his power, you hold down RB and then you press one of the corresponding buttons. I have that set to my back paddle because it's easier for me to hit down the back paddle and then hit a button. And you click the analog stick to run as normal. And you hit down on the pad to set down a trap. None of those are too difficult. A is open doors. Nothing too difficult for Jason yet. Just good. Oh, there's somebody. See if we can't. Oh no, she had a pocket knife.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let
Okay, let's see if we can. I gotta wait for my shift to come back because I don't know where she went. Okay, she went in the house. Fantastic. Didn't shut the doors. Oh, there she goes. Okay. One of the things I wish they changed is in order to cut down the door. Okay, or that happens. Yes.
Get up, Jason.
This is the second pocket knife.
Find them.
Okay.
Kill them.
It'll kill them, mother. Here's, you got a RT. You have to hold down right trigger. For me, it's left bumper. You gotta hold it down for, depending on the Jason you use, for a long enough time that it's a little bit of a pain. I wish it was a little different on that one, but that's okay. Then my right bumper is set to grab. Got a pocket knife.
Take you from me, Jason. Don't let them.
I'm trying, mother. Oh, got a pocket knife. What? They really are, yeah. Okay, and then whenever you grab them, one of the corresponding buttons, in my case it's A, B, X, or Y, your face buttons, will be a corresponding kill. So that's easy.
That's my boy.
Don't gotta hold nothing down.
Hunt them
Once
down
they're
and
grabbed,
make them pay.
heard you. There you are. So we got another one. I wish it made it where whenever you're shifting, which is that move he goes where he quickly morphs through the area, I have to use the other analog stick to move.
To die, Jason.
I gotta use over here
Make
my
them
left one when I
suffer.
wish it was my right one, but that's not. So that's not really a complaint so much as it is just letting you guys know. Okay. That's good. There you go. Keep running up against that tree. Jason likes it. We grab. Oh, and we got another pocket knife.
Jason. Find them. Kill them.
I think this is the most pocket knives I've seen in the game. I didn't either. Hey, Paradigm Shift, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And then we got another one. Her face is going to slide down.
That's my Jason. That's my special boy.
Okay, let's see. We're on another part of the map we haven't been. Go check a car. They tend to try to work on the batteries. Probably should booby trap it. That's what I normally do, but for the sake of the video, I'm just kind of trying to talk to you guys about the controls and the accessibility of them. Again, you push down on the pad, and Jason will set a trap. Okay, so we got someone over here. I'm gonna go and kind of not invisible, but gonna make no sound so they won't know we're here. Or that's the goal. They won't know we're here. This. We'll toss her out the window. Oh, why not?
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Gotta hold down this button again. With this Jason, he's got the ability to break things quick, so it's a lot easier with him than it is others. And another thing when chopping down the door is hard if you have to hold down the button is I can't turn the camera while doing it, so I don't never know when people's running away. That's one of the flaws about not being able to do that. No! Come here, Tommy. Thomas? Thomas Jarvis. Hey, you're running away. Pocket knife me real quick. Yep. Tommy starts out with a pocket knife for anyone who has not played this game, so he'll always pocket knife you on the first grab. He keeps fireworks at me. Boy, they're everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, we're gonna go to this house and see if we can make magic happen. Hey, Time Warp Radio, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay. As you can see, we got to chase down old Thomas. Gonna make us chase him down because what he does. Tommy. Uh-oh. Where is it? Oh, must be this one. I hope so. It's not. Oops, wrong car. You know what? Out of well, a couple of them probably is gonna get away. Went to the wrong car. I had traps on the other one, so I didn't assume that they fixed it. Kudos to them though. Kudos, boys and girls. Gotta wait for my morph to come back. Morph came back. We can't get them. Alright, there we go. Oh, pocket knife. Thank you guys for the sparks. Appreciate that. Okay, and you only tap A when they got the car going. Easy enough. You just tap A, but Jason will bust the car. That's not hard at all. Yeah. Catch one off guard. Oh, Chad, where are you going? Oh, Chad. Hi, Chad. Can't fit. I gotta go around. Ugh. Poor Jason. Undo all the cans. Got this, guys. I'll catch you. I got this.
No!
Alright. And again, you just tap whatever, for me it's right button. You just tap one button, he'll grab. It could be hard depending. Whenever you're hitting the grab button, you have to rotate the analog stick whichever way they are. That might be...
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve
That might be
to
a little
die.
challenging.
Make them suffer like we did.
No. Yes.
Help! Oh, God!
Come here, Mitch. Oh, Mitch. Mitchell. Oh, no.
Jason.
Oh, no.
Free them. Kill them.
Okay. Got lucky. One of the things also is I can't run and hit at the same time. So I have to grab kill, otherwise they'll just constantly get away from me. Online players, they're better than the bots. You see, I gotta stop and turn my camera, so I can't keep up as close knit as I would like. Alright, so. And he's gone slowly but surely.
Don't stop, Jason.
Okay.
They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Make them suffer, Jason. We'll go down here and see where they're at. In this house. We're going to try to get them out stealthily. That's the goal. That is the goal. Whoever it is did not lock the door. Tommy. No, Tommy. Like you. Alright, and Tommy Jarvis is dead.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Let's see where the Okay, so we're not sure. They're not around this area, it looks like. We'll go up here. Not up here? Well, they could be up here, they're just hiding. Always a possibility. Rage is active. Oh, good. Now, Rage is cool because you only got to tap A to use it. That's all you got to do is tap A to use Rage in certain doors and walls, and he'll just walk through them. That's really easy and very well done. A very simple mechanic I'll show you. Here's a door. That's Rage. And you can't be stunned anymore. That is a very helpful mechanic. I thoroughly enjoy. Okay. Stuff. They're not in here. Maybe one of them had to take a number 2. Jason's here. Yep, there you are. And when you want to bust into lockers and not lockers, but like
Hunt them down and make
closets
them
and whatnot, you just tap A. Easy again. I think most people probably do that. And that's it. That's the gist of how Friday the 13th works, the buttons, the mechanics. My overall review is it is a very fun game. I absolutely love it. I've been playing it since day one. And I definitely recommend it. But if you have severe range of motion problems, it might be harder, especially on the Nintendo Switch, where by default the Nintendo Switch cannot customize any controls whatsoever. Console can't, and the game can't, so you're stuck with as-is controls. So the Switch one would be really hard to play unless you have the Titan adapter computer to set up the Titan adapter and an Xbox Elite controller which can hook up to the Switch, which is what I use. So I can modify my controls, but you got to have quite a few things set up in order to do it. That's my accessibility review on Friday. It's a great game, very fun. But you guys heard the rest, so thank you guys for being here and listening. Yeah. More games in the future. I hope everyone has a wonderful night.